नमस्कार, स्वागत है एक और नए एपिसोड में। कंटिन्यूशन है आपका जो 4 नाइट्स 3 डेज़ का और 6 नाइट 7 डेज़ का उज़्बेकिस्तान और जो कज़ाकिस्तान है, इन दोनों स्टेट्स फॉर्मर यूएसएसआर के या सोवियत संघ के लोग फॉर्मर स्टेट्स हुआ करते थे। अभी करंटली ये इंडिपेंडेंट कंट्रीज़ हैं। तो इन दोनों स्टेट्स के ऊपर हम आज बात करेंगे। आखिरी के जो 3 दिन हैं, डे 5, डे 6 एंड डे 7, उसके बारे में चलो विस्तार से तो नहीं, लेकिन संक्षेप में आपको बता देते हैं कि आज बेसिकली हम लोग कवर क्या कर रहे हैं और ख़त्म हमारा 7वां दिन में होगा। बाकी जो हमारे जो ट्रैवलर्स हैं या पैसेंजर यात्री जो है, जिन्होंने 3 नाइट्स 4 डेज़ का ट्रिप लिया था, उसका जो एपिसोड है या वो पिछले वाले एपिसोड में या वो आइटनरी लिया था वो पिछले वाले एपिसोड में, उनके लिए वहाँ पर ही समाप्ति है या वहाँ पर उनका है आइटनरी 4th डे में ख़त्म हो जाता है। और जिन्होंने ऑप्ट किया है 6 नाइट 7 डेज़ का, उनके लिए आज का एपिसोड आखिरी वाला होगा, क्योंकि 7वां दिन लास्ट डे होगा इन उज़्बेकिस्तान। सॉरी, चीज़ें थोड़ी सी डिले हो गई है, तो उसके लिए प्लीज़ हाथ जोड़ के क्षमा मांगता हूँ। चलते हैं, हम शुरू करते हैं कि आपको हम आज जो 5वां दिन है उसमें आपको हम क्या क्या हम दिखा रहे हैं या क्या देखोगे। जो 5वें दिन में आपका जो ट्रैवल होगा वो ताशकंद सिटी टूर का होगा। ये बेसिकली 12 घंटे का टूर है टोटल। इसमें आपको खस्ती इमाम कॉम्प्लेक्स के बारे में बताया जाएगा और इसमें 3 ऐसे प्रमुख इमारतें हैं या बिल्डिंग्स जैसे कहते हैं। उनमें से जो उल्लेख के 3 प्रमुख जो इमारतें हैं या बिल्डिंग्स हैं वो है बराक-खान का मदरसा, तिला-शेख की मस्जिद और सेंट अबू बकर काफिल शशि का मकबरा। ये 3 इमारतें हैं जो आप प्रमुखता से यहाँ पर देखेंगे। और काफ़ी चीज़ें हैं जो इस कॉम्प्लेक्स के बारे में हम आपको बताएंगे। छोटी सी रीड आउट है कि ये जो पूरा कॉम्प्लेक्स है, इसकी जो कंस्ट्रक्शन वॉज एन एक्सपेंसिव अंडरटेकिंग बाय देन रूलर ऑफ दिस प्लेस। वही कह सकता हूँ, इस समय तिमुरन जो पीरियड था या तिमुर लंग का जो शासनकाल था, उस समय ये पूरा कॉम्प्लेक्स का या परिसर जिसे कहते हैं उसका निर्माण हुआ था। क्या चीज़ यहाँ से लाई गई थी इस कॉम्प्लेक्स को या का निर्माण करने के लिए, वो है आपके और कहाँ से लाई गई थी ये भी आपको हम बताएंगे। एक तो है आपका सैंडलवुड कॉलम्स जो है वो आपके इंडिया से लाए गए हैं। दैट वाज संगमरमर की जो कॉलम्स हैं वो तो कुछ ऐसे ही है कि भारत से मंगवाई गई है। सैंडलवुड की जो कॉलम्स हैं ये एक है, और दूसरी ऑफ कोर्स दूसरा जो है वो मंगाया गया है टर्की से। टर्की से क्या मंगाया है? ग्रीन मार्बल। तो ग्रीन मार्बल्स जो है वो टर्की से मंगवाई गई है, और ब्लू टाइल्स हैं वो ईरान से मंगवाया गया है। तो ये चीज़ें जो है जो 3 प्रमुख चीज़ें हैं बेसिकली। सॉरी, कॉफ़ी पी रहा हूँ। 3 ये जो प्रमुख चीज़ें हैं जो इस कंस्ट्रक्शंस या इस निर्माण के लिए इन 3 देशों से मंगवाई गई है। और ये काफ़ी एक्सपेंसिव कंस्ट्रक्शन या एक्सपेंसिव निर्माण किया गया है उस काल में। तो इसमें और ये ये क्या कहते हैं कि इट इज़ एन अंडरटेकिंग गिवन बाय द विजिबल न्यू बैस्टियन ऑफ इस्लाम। तो मतलब ये एक ऐसा कॉम्प्लेक्स था जहाँ पर बेसिकली कहा जा सकता है कि बैस्टियन ऑफ इस्लाम मीन्स किसी एक इंस्टीट्यूट था जहाँ पर आप इसके ऊपर जानकारी ले सकते हो, या कोई इसके ऊपर रिसर्च करना चाहता है, खोज करना चाहता है। तो उस दौरान ये जो पीरियड है इसके दौरान ये पूरी कॉम्प्लेक्स का निर्माण हुआ था, और ये इसको कहा जाता है कि उस समय का ये इस्लाम वर्ल्ड का या इस्लामिक वर्ल्ड का ये सेंटर पॉइंट था जहाँ पर सारे लोग जो देश दुनिया के जितने भी पर्यटक हैं वो यहाँ पर आते थे अपनी, चाहे वो रिसर्च के लिए, स्टडीज़ के लिए। यहाँ पर एक इंस्टीट्यूट है, वो आगे हम आप देखेंगे, वो इंस्टीट्यूट के बारे में हम आपको बताएंगे। और इस यहाँ पर क्या है, हाँ यहाँ पर एक लाइब्रेरी भी आपको बनु मुबारक की एक पुस्तकालय या लाइब्रेरी है। वहाँ पर विश्व की सबसे पुरानी कुरान रखी गई है, तो वो आप वहाँ पर जाके आप देख सकते हैं, आप श्रद्धांजलि इसको दे सकते हैं, मतलब क्या कह सकते हैं आप प्रे, एक वो है। और जो एक और कुरान रखी गई है, और इस कुरान का ये महत्वपूर्ण है या इसकी एक ऐसी इम्पोर्टेंस है, या कही जाती है कि तीसरे खिलाफत के समय जो ऑटोमन थे उन्होंने ये वो कुरान पढ़ रहे थे, और तब उनके कुछ, चाहे आप दुश्मन बोलो या कुछ ऐसे लोग बोलो जो उनकी हत्या करना चाहते थे, तो ऑफ कोर्स उनका मर्डर हत्या या ऐसे कुछ किया। और उस समय किया जब ये अपना ये जो कुरान वो पढ़ रहे थे, और उनका जो खून की कुछ बूंदें हैं वो इस किताब में छिटक के गिरी। और ये कब हुआ, ये 655 ईयर सन में ये इंसिडेंट हुआ। तो इस कुरान को भी इन्होंने इस लाइब्रेरी में संजो के रखा है, तो ये भी आप देख सकते हो। साथ में आप इस्लामिक स्टडीज़ ऑफ सेंट्रल एशिया एक इंस्टीट्यूट है, आप देख सकते हो, वहाँ पर जाके आप विज़िट कर सकते हो। एंड करेंटली इट इज़ स्टिल रनिंग एन इंस्टीट्यूट और एन एजुकेशन सेंटर जहाँ पर स्टडीज़ ऑन इस्लामिक्स एंड अदर सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ाई जाती है। तो ये भी आप देख सकते हो। साथ में इमाम अल-बुखारी का जो मॉन्यूमेंट है ये भी आप देख सकते हो। इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा मैं विस्तार में बताऊंगा इस छोटे से डिटेल्स के बाद। क्या आप फिर एक तिमूर म्यूज़ियम भी है, आमिर तिमूर की म्यूज़ियम, वो भी आप देख सकते हो। और ऑफ कोर्स एक वाइट मॉस्क ये एक है, वो भी आप देख सकते हो। तो ये है डे 5 का जो पूरा लेखा जोखा, मतलब आप इस दिन, आज के दिन में, डे 5 के दिन में देख सकते हैं। तो थोड़ा सा विस्तार में हम आपको ले जाएंगे ये तो इस दिन के बारे में। So going ahead with the Khasat Imam complex, so it also has the Khasat Imam Square in it, and mainly the Khasat Imam complex or the square has been known by the same name with abbreviations, or you can say the pronunciation would be different type. Some would either say Hazrat Imam Khasti complex or square, or some would say that Khasti Imam, and many more versions of such abbreviations, not abbreviations, but pronunciation of the name which has been so far. Now, this has been a spiritual heart or center of Turkestan for centuries. Remodeled means reconstructed in 2007. The enormous wide square, void square, the huge big square was redesigned, remodeled, reconstructed in 2007 with benches and trees and other small decorative things which beautifies the entire complex instead of some artificial things. They have decorated with plants, flowers, trees, and of course these benches were also put to just sit and feel the silence and the peace of the premises or the complex, and hence it was just not to linger around or stroll around here was not one of the mission, but also you sit here, feel the peace here, and of course all it says that you feel the vibes of good faith and the purity of the complex here. So this is what it is all about basically. Some more facts on this mosque or the complex or the square. It says flanked by a pair of 50-meter high minar or minaret. The Hazrat Imam Mosque, of course, this entire mosque has the two minars, putting the image of this minar somewhere in the corner or in the center of this. So it has this minar, the 15-meter high minar complex of Hazrat Imam Square as have, and the largest place, or you can say the largest place of worship in Turkestan was built in 2007, as I previously announced you, advised you or said to you that this was remodified, remodeled and reconstructed in 2007. So of course it was built there in 2007 in record-breaking time of within 4-month period. So this is what is a unique and charismatic achievement of the construction of and the architecture of this building, or you can say the entire complex would take place. And of course it displays a government view of that Islamic good. Of course, I didn't believe the like of it is definitely very important that merely it displays then government view on Islamic thoughts, ideology, and the institution where you get your ideas, views, and all your things which definitely comes into your mind. So this is one which is important, was then and there when the government was taking care of or ruled. It was the idea, the thoughts, and the views of then the government in 2007 had made a move. The construction was expensive as undertaking, as I've already advised before, and of course things were brought from 3 different countries. So I've already advised you. Sandalwood columns from India, green marble from Turkey, and blue tiles from Iran was definitely got here to build this or for the construction of this complex. So these are the things which were definitely taken care of, and hence it is not you could say the relation with India and Pakistan is a very new to the world, but it goes beyond the dates Timur's period or Genghis Khan's period. Definitely I would, if you see the series, the entire episode of the series of part 1, part 2 and part 3, you would definitely somehow, somewhere would find that the relation of India and or the Central Asia would or will or has been so strong enough that till date we do have a wonderful relation with the Central Asian countries. Generally know all of things, just not rely on sandalwood got from India, but currently many more things are being shipped to Central Asia, and as well many products of Central Asia do come to India for, of course, trade and commerce. So this entire route, which I would be definitely always emphasizing, that the Silk Route was also joined by this South Asian country with the Central Asia, was a big change, or you could say that a bigger prospect, upcoming relation with the Central Asia and South Asia. Of course, the road is still there, and Samarkand, which we will be doing in the next slide, that became the center of trade, commerce and cultural exchange. So we will definitely will be discussing that in the next slide here. So these are the things which really have or has cultivated a wonderful relation with India and Central Asian countries. So in those days, basically before things were coming in progress, this part of the world, which is the Uzbekistan and Turkestan, Kazakhstan, the former Soviet countries, especially this area became the center of Islamic studies, and of course people used to come here from all over the world. And of course, as I had advised you or had informed you, there was an institute here, of course, of Islamic studies, where people used to come here for their research on the subject. A library, correct, the Manu Mubarak library. Would you able to, or would you could go and see or visit this library, which holds the world's oldest Quran. You can see, pay a little homage to it, and of course it also holds the Quran of the third Caliphate of Ottoman, who was then murdered by certain people, and the year was 655. So the Quran, which was there, and it has the blood stain of this person, and this Quran is also kept there, and you can definitely see that wonderful piece of book which this person was reading during his last days of his life, when he was being murdered or killed by some people here. So day 5 we have finished, and now we heading to day 6. Day 6 is a travel to Samarkand. So you check out from the hotel, leave for the train station, and your train is waiting in the platform. Afrasiab is a train which is a bullet train, which is there and the train station waiting for you. It's a 2.5 hour journey reaching Samarkand, and what you see here is a wonderful view from your seat in the train, where you sit down and enjoy the 2.5 hour train journey to Samarkand. And of course, on reaching, a brief note given by your tour guide, and this entire trip would be around 10 hours or plus minus. So arriving a little bit of note by the tour instructor, and then proceed to the places of interest in the city. A city tour of Samarkand. Taking you ahead here in Samarkand city tour, we would definitely take you to Imam al-Bukhari Institute. There you definitely would have or will see an observatory which is known as the Ulugbek Observatory. We'll definitely tell you all about this in the next slide. We also have Gur Emir, again a monument here. It's a 17th century monument. Then Tilla-Sheykh, again a 17th century, and a madrasa Sheredor, that's also 17th century. All these three monuments are basically 17th century architecture. Along with this, you would definitely be seeing the mysterious and the unique Ulugbek complex of the 15th century, which has observatory here. So we'll be definitely telling you all about this, because various compositions of different architectures and monuments will be showcased here, along with Sheikh Zinda and some more of the 14th and 15th century infrastructure. Hereafter, this will be a small tour to a local bazaar, Shabi Bazaar. You would all be seeing Bibi Kumayu Mosque, which definitely would have guided you that in the previous day, that is day 5, Timur's wife for her mosque, this was definitely built here. Okay, one thing I just would remind you, these architecture, piece of wonderful architecture, you can say, would be somewhere in and around Registan Square, where you could find all these three or certain many more such wonderful piece of architecture. So I'm sorry here, and let's move ahead to the details. As I was just going, I was informing you regarding what you will be traveling and seeing all these things. All what you hear definitely is one of them is Ulugbek Observatory. So just a small readout from an article here regarding the Ulugbek Observatory, and it also has an Ulugbek Mosque in the premises of Registan Square in Samarkand. A small but an important one. Things will be there, whatever the articles, I'm just reading it out to you. So their links would be in the description below. Medieval period in Samarkand. The story here is somewhere around the medieval period in Samarkand was a center of both the religious and secular. So of course it says that this observatory or this complex which has this observatory during the medieval period, along with the science, of course, religious practices and secular learning were also going simultaneously side by side, along with the science of astronomy or astrophysics. This observatory here also is the largest astronomical observatory of the Central Asia, definitely in or during the medieval period. Okay, some more beautiful things are there, or you can say, और इम्पोर्टेंट कह सकते हो इस मदरसा के ऊपर, ये तिला-करी मदरसा, इसके ऊपर और 2-3 प्रमुख बातें हैं जो आपको मैं बता रहा हूँ. एक है कि जस्ट अगेन मैं पढ़ के सुना देता हूँ आपको. इस पूरे बिल्डिंग, इसका जो कंस्ट्रक्शन है, निर्माण है, इसकी जो खूबसूरती है, इसको किस तरह से इन्होंने दर्शाया है. तिला-करी जो मदरसा है, lives up to its name with breathtaking gold leaf carved and displayed, and the integrity in Samarkand. Charismatic blue tiles were completed in 1660. This madrasa is located directly ahead as you enter the square, and the final madrasa of the 3 in Registan Square. The inner garden-like courtyard leads you to a mosque that is intricately covered or decorated with blue and gold color to symbolizes the wealth of Samarkand. So, welcome back to day 7. It's the last day. Farewell from Uzbekistan, state of here in Samarkand. Your memories will be with you. Little new friends who you have made, relations you have carried here. That would be taking care of it, and you would definitely love the hospitality over here in both Kazakhstan as well as Uzbekistan trip. And people would definitely will remember you, and you will also remember the love of the culture and the tradition you have shared with them. You'll be dropped at the airport for your next destination or to homeland. So, taking all your memories with you, henceforth, ending the entire thank you. Take nice care of yourself. Have a nice trip. Bye bye. See you.